There we go. All right, I'm back, everyone. So last time we finished Stormblood. Wait, not Stormblood. Heaven's Ward, and we're starting Stormblood today. So far from what I've seen about Final Fantasy, each expansion story is incredibly long. I mean, I like a good story and all, but it's a lot longer than I was expected. I'm going to start the next part now.
The question is, how will the...
Gosh, dang it. Wait.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Forgive me. Word from Baelsar's wall is proving long in the coming, and my mind cannot help but stray to grim places.
Alphino, a message from the Alliance.
It's about time. Pray summon the others at once.
You don't even know what's in it yet.
Yes, sir.
What if it was just like, hey, how you doing? How's things on your end? Won't you be embarrassed when you call a meeting just for that?
General Uldin reports that his forces have secured the breach in Baelsar's wall.
And what of the Primal and Omega?
There is still no sign of either at this time. He writes that they will begin a more thorough investigation shortly. And, as expected, he wishes to petition the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
As expected.
The Alliance's decision to capture a part of Baelsar's wall is open to interpretation.
Though she's not going to wear the mask anymore.
The wall serves to demarcate Imperial territory, Alamigo included, from the rest of Eorzea. To an observer, the Alliance's actions could be seen as a prelude to invasion.
Indeed. And the Alliance leaders have no wish to be branded invaders.
You're saying they won't fight for Alamigo? Even after everything that's happened?
Not without the consent of her people, no. Make no mistake, Lise. The Alliance is in complete agreement that the Empire must be purged from Eorzea. However, they will not set foot in Gyr Abania until they have formally secured the consent and cooperation of the Alamigan opposition.
They would have us act as intermediaries.
Aren't politics annoying?
Precisely. The Scions are uniquely qualified to serve in this capacity. That is to say, Lise's, given her personal connection to the Resistance. Who better than you to broker an agreement between the Alliance and the people of Alamigo? Assuming you are willing, of course.
Of course I am. You know I'd like nothing more.
As for who should accompany you on said diplomatic mission, I had a mind to volunteer myself.
Yeah, I wonder who they're gonna send. It could be anybody.
Well, that covers the talking part. But you just know there'll be trouble along the way. Are you available?
Seriously, it's pretty much predetermined before I got here.
Thanks. It means a lot knowing you'll be there.
I too shall accompany you. Such endeavors are seldom hampered by a surfeit of healers.
Good point. Allow me to offer my services as well.
Why don't we just all go?
I have spent quite enough time here of late, so I'll be coming. But we will need someone to keep an eye on things.
A ranger?
I trust you have no objections?
None, my lady. Gladly shall I continue to serve as caretaker of the Waking Sands, and there keep watch for signs of primal and Ascian activity both.
What about the Rising Stones?
As capable as my learned friend undoubtedly is, There are some troubles that may prove too much for a single scion, on account of which I mean to stay.
It is settled then. Let us each see to our preparations.
Went from sending 2 people to sending an entire group. Well, that was interesting sound. Cool music that they had there. Oh, this guy. Anyways, whatever. Part of the story.
Ready, my friend? Well then. Tataru, I leave the rising stones in your capable hands.
Don't worry, Alphino. I'll see that the place is still standing when you come back.
I mean, it doesn't have legs, so it can't technically stand, I guess.
Mistress Y'shtola has unfolded all. You are bound for Girabania?
Maybe you don't have to have legs to stand. Maybe I'm just misinterpreting the word.
Aye. The Alliance would have us make contact with the Alamegan resistance as soon as possible.
It begins then. As soon it shall in Doma, if the gods are good. 'Tis but a pity it must be now. I am sorry that we shall not be present to fight beside you in the battles to come.
You have stood with us countless times, Lady Yugiri. Pray do not apologize.
Then let us thank you instead. You and yours stood with us from the first, when we came to this land as refugees in search of sanctuary. Loath am I to think what might have become of my people, had you not extended to us the hand of friendship. We will never forget. This I solemnly swear.
Much has changed since first you set foot on these shores. Revenant's Toll stands as a testament to that. I'm sure your people will manage in your absence.
Indeed. They have built a new home for themselves and no longer need me to shepherd them. The time has come for Kozetsu and I to return to our master, to our home.
I know how you feel. It's time I went home too.
Though our battlefields be 1,000 mounds apart, our purpose is one. Let all men hearken to the clarion call of freedom, of liberation, from Eorzea to the far east, that they may rise up and cast down the curse of Garlemald.
Take care, you hear me? When all of this is over, we're going to celebrate, together. Just you wait.
I should like that very much. Fare you well.
Off to a new adventure. Oh. 1,000 moms apart and yet united in purpose. Let us pray our endeavors meet with success. Shall we then? Can't help but wonder how far is a mall. Wait, not just yet. I knew I'd forgotten something important. Please, could you come with me? Me? What? Now? Alright then, if you insist. Okay. My question is why does she wear plate armor for her legs, yet just cloth armor everywhere else? What do you think? As you can see, I designed it to be light and loose, an outfit tailor-made to the needs of a skilled fighter like Lise. Your work never ceases to impress. Much more of this, and I may have to stop introducing you as the Scion's receptionist and start referring to you as our premier seamstress, permanent seamstress. It's lovely, Tataru, thank you. I feel like I could take on a legion. I'm glad you like it, and with that, I'll delay you no longer. Safe travels. But you see here? Tataru knows what she's doing, because she realizes that this is a fantasy game, so that means less armor, more open areas, means more protection, right? Then onward to Garabanya. Our first stop will be Amoristic Spire in the Eastern Shroud. Okay. Teleporting makes this game so much easier. Like, seriously, just from, like, doing the main quest and stuff like that, and selling a few things I got on the way, I haven't really done anything to try and, like, you know, gain gold. But I already have almost 4 million. Makes me wonder how much of the people who actually focus on that get. Like, when I first got 1 million, one of the viewers said that I'm almost not poor. I was like, what? All are present and accounted for. When you are ready, my friend, pray inform the officer that we wish to proceed to your Avanya. Ah, the Scions of 7th Dawn. We were told to expect you. Shall I summon someone to escort you to the wall? Well, I mean, I could walk to the wall. I got legs. I got a chocobo, too. Heck, I got a dragon with me. What the heck do I need an escort for? Whoa! What? Wah. I thought I was going to go all the way over there for a second.
I remember crossing the border, standing in Girabania once more. Me and my fellow Scions, the warrior of light among us. Behind us, Baelsar's wall cutting the land in two. Freedom on one side, tyranny on the other. Tyranny and the promise of a new beginning.
Dang, what happened to that mountain?
But one that could only be bought with flames and blood.
Stormblood. Oh, that reminds me, I need to do something before we actually start this quest. I forgot this last time, but I'm not gonna skip it this time. Okay, so for here, let me get this Aether right first. Okay, so for here, I'm actually going to log out because we forgot to watch the movie for Stormblood. So let's sit back and watch this. How long would it have taken to carve that statue out of the wall? Square Enix, okay. I saw a music video with this scene. I didn't realize it was Final Fantasy. Interesting. Dancer. I'm guessing. Yeah. Maybe they're both monks. I mean, she's dressed like what I would assume a dancer, but she's not using any of the weapons. Watch what happens if they break that statue's hand. How pissed would the person who carved that be? Is that like Poseidon or something? This tells me nothing about the story. An entire new continent. Oh gosh, is this an underwater level? Is that the Dragon's Palace? That's... Ride a sea turtle down there? Samurai. Oh, whoa, that was rude! Oh, it's Auron! It's Auron, isn't it? Maybe it's young Auron. It's freaking Auron, dude, from Final Fantasy X. Freaking young Auron. I know it's a different world, but you gotta admit, he was definitely modeled after Auron. If he puts it over his shoulder... Oh, okay. His outfit is freaking... It's freaking Auron, dude. Whoa. It's Purdy. Hey! The Urian! I already forgot what his name was. Stormblood. Alright. What? Oh, this switched? Well, that's interesting. Okay, that's kind of cool. Ah, crud, we have to wait now. Yeah, that cinematic was cool and all, but it didn't really explain what the expansion's about. It just pretty much showed where we're going to be in the expansion, which is kind of a China-themed place. But we have no idea who the main bad guy is. We have no idea who any bad guys are. We just saw this samurai guy cut down a bunch of random guards and two fighters just fighting on top of a hand. That's about it. Didn't tell us anything about what we're going to see. Right. Get some food. What the? I clicked it. Why isn't it letting me? There it goes. Let's see who we got here at the table. We got... Who the frig is that? Who the frig is that? LSA, Alphanod. Ah, what the? Oh, that's a person. Oh, that's a person. Okay, those are people. That's why. Okay. You got Lise, got Yasholda, got Kryl. Okay, that's all who we already knew was going to be here. So, okay. Greetings, Scions. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, I welcome you to Castrum Orients. Thank you, General. We are relieved to hear that your forces secured the wall without incident. Have the Imperials made any attempt to make the Castrum since then? None, save for a few skirmishes between our scouts and their patrols. We've had barely any contact with them, but we all know it's only a matter of time before things escalate. As far as attacking Belser's wall, we weren't. As if attacking Belser's wall wasn't enough, Ilberd summoned the Primal right at their doorstep, and the Garlemeld is not like to take such a show of defiance go unanswered. 'Twas a declaration of war, even if it was 'Twas a declaration of war, even if it was not Ilberd's to make, and now we are bound by it. For weal or for woe, the Scions stand ready to serve General. What would you ask of us? As stated in my message, the Alliance will not proceed without the support and cooperation of the Alamegan people. We would have you serve as our emissaries to make contact with the Resistance. Consider it done, General. We won't let you down, I swear. Then I'll leave it to you. I'll leave you to it, Godspeed. Hey, Sid. Ha! Of all the Castra in the world, you walk into mine. Master Garland, what brings you here? A certain missing Allegan weapon and a draconic primal, Omega in Shiryu, I think the Shonobi called it. Anyways, we would be studying their trail of destruction, hoping it might lead us somewhere, which it has I can't talk. What's wrong with me? Singularly failed to do. Then 'tis like Omega fell to the earth in occupied territory, meaning it may already be in the Imperial hands. Even so, it bears repeating that we engage the stasis system. Assuming the command was received and executed successfully, the weapon will be of no use to them, assuming we should hurry up and find it regardless. All the more reason to reach out to the Resistance. If we want to press on into Gir Habana, we need their blessings. Everyone is counting on us. Let us not waste any more time talking. As you've probably heard, there are plenty of factions in the Resistance, so I'm taking us to see one of the most influential. Their headquarters are located in a place called Ralgar's Reach. the old temple to the east of here across the Verlonda River. I learned a route that should allow us to avoid Imperial patrols. Stick with me and we will get there before you know it. As she says when she leaves without me. So they changed the quest music. Interesting. Oh, I can't fly. Oh, that's right. Gosh, dang it. Wait, what the? They clicked them out. Why didn't? How far is it yawned? Look, it's a tree. Oh, crud, the tree's attacking. Oh gosh, everything here is level 60. I'm so used to just being able to walk through places. Oh, okay, okay. Still with me? Good. From here on, we head southwest towards the river. The water is not so deep, so we don't have to swim. Okay, I'm gonna switch to something. Let's see, Ninja is level 61. Bard, Dancer. Oh, Bard's already up there. Machinist. Let's go with Ninja. I'm gonna head that way, but I'm gonna go get this freaking thing that was close by first. How far is a yawn? Is that like a foot? Okay. Go the right direction. Oh wait, wrong direction. I got turned around. Ah, there it is. What's that symbol? Look at this. It's got a little symbol of it. What does that mean? What does it mean? Oh, Fate joined EXP bonus. Finally, a challenge! Like, I've been over-leveled for, like, a lot of the quests lately. So, interesting to finally have enemies that will attack me straight out. I have to kill these things, I guess. Or the EXP bonus. First time I've seen that. Wonder how much EXP I'll get from this. I'm doing this because I've never seen. Usually, you know, when I'm doing the storylines, I'll skip a lot of these because I want to just get through the storyline. But this time I'm doing it because I want to know how much experience it gives you. Because I've never seen one do that before. I wish the jutsus charged faster, you know? How much should I get from that? Dang! 500%? Jeez. One second. Right. Quite a chunk from just one quest. Or one thingamajig. Look, crocodiles! I don't see any soldiers. Good, let's cross. Just because you don't see them don't mean they're not there. You're wondering about that tower to the south? Part of Castrum Belondia. That is what the Imperials decided to call the old bridge after they fortified it. I call it the Great Big Eyesore. Honestly, you can see that rotten banner from absolute miles away. They never miss a chance to rub their noses in it, do they? Come on, we should keep moving. A lot of good. How far is the Yalm? Alligator! Lesser God Gagna. Oh, whatever that means. Spinner! Dang, look at that thing! Yeesh. Map come through and search these areas. I don't like having unfilled map area. It bugs me. I want to just go over there and, you know, clear it. Dude, do all of them have the XP bonus? If so, that's a fast way to freaking catch up on levels. Might come here and do some of that in my off time. You tickle my throat. That could be a problem. Not. We're here. On the other side of this pass is Relgar's Reach. You say that, but all I see is rocks. I presume there's some sort of trick to this. Indeed, a glamour. Good eye, Yashulta. No, not a good eye. She's blind. Freaking is sensing it. A good sense, I guess. I take it they have a talented mage in their ranks, or mayhap an artificier trained in the modification of glamour prisms. Something like that. The important thing is that it fools the Garleans. Now, before we go in, I don't know if Tataru told you, but my friend Nago is the messenger who came to the Rising Stones, is a member of this faction. So they know us, and they shouldn't attack us out on sight. That said, they can be a bit jumpy, so let me lead the way, and don't go reaching for your weapons or anything. Oh, come on, where's the fun in that? And with a sprinkle of demasking dust, all is laid bare.
I remember the old stories, how the Breaker of Worlds came down from on high and cleft the earth with a single blow.
Those are who people are fighting.
Rhalga's Reach, a holy place, and a fitting home for the Resistance, for the brave and the true, the loyal sons and daughters of Alamigo. They were waiting for us there, men and women whose souls still cried out for what was lost, for what could be ours again.
Hey, it's that cat lady. The one that, like, almost died to bring us a message. You'll forgive us our precaution, but we could not be sure who had crossed the barrier. We see now that you now for who you are, though the Scions love the Seventh Dawn. No, you would. Now I know you would come all this way unless you had something important to discuss. And I'm eager to hear what it is you have to say. But let's not do this on our doorstep. Come with me. Any major city? Oh, freaking really? A city we can mount in? I've been wanting this since forever. I might not be able to fly, but at least we're not stuck just walking everywhere. It's always been so annoying for me. So annoying that I had to do this. I had to make this so that I could switch to like a speed character, a character with the one of the range with the ability that increases speed when walking. And I had to create it for the other ones too, so I could switch between them, whichever one I was leveling or doing with at that time. Because all the cities have not let me to run around on my mount, which has pissed me off. Really, that's it? Only. So I'd say this is like probably a minor city, not a major city. Karma? It's a snake.
Allow me to welcome you once more to Ralga's Reach, our humble headquarters.
Oh.
My name is Conrad Kemp, and I have the dubious honor of overseeing operations here.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Master Kemp. I am Alphino Leveilleur of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, as are my comrades. Before I speak of our purpose here, pray allow me to thank you for sheltering Ida, forgive me, Lys, and Papalymo at great risk to yourselves.
No, there's no need for that. They risked their necks for us enough times. 'Twas the least we could do.
I wanted to, I mean, about the mask and...
Don't fret over that. You're not the first person to take up arms against the Empire under a false name. We'd do the same if we had any sense. My condolences for your loss, child.
Papalymo laid down his life to save us, to give us a chance to make a better future for ourselves. There will never be a better time to drive the Garleans from our lands. But we have to take the lead on this. We can't leave it to fanatics like Ilberd.
More than a few of our people were taken in by his promises. Followed him all the way to the wall. Good men and women who never came back. When Monargo told us what had happened, how the bastard had made sacrifices of them for his twisted ritual, by Rolga it filled me with an unholy fury. But what's done is done. Best we can do now is see that it wasn't all in vain.
That is why we are here today, sir, to see that some good comes of this tragedy. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, we do hereby extend a formal offer of military assistance to the Alamegan resistance.
Do you now? Well, go on then. I'm sure there's more to it than that.
AKA, what's the catch?
So that's the way of it, eh? The Alliance, hoping to avoid a direct confrontation with the superior forces of the Empire, wishes to engage them by proxy with our vastly inferior ones. My comrades and I must confer on your proposal. A moment, if you please.
Of course, Master Kemp. Take all the time you require.
Getting a lot of quest XP all of a sudden. Like, during the prelude chapters between the expansions, it seems to not give you much experience at all. So, it would seem we find ourselves with Surfeit? A free time. Whatever. Forgive me. You are free to look around Ralgar's Reach. In fact, I would encourage you to do so. It'll give you a better grasp of our current circumstances. Thank you, Master Kemp. We will be on our way at that. How come I never see him with his hood up? Didn't even realize he had it. Let us make the most of this opportunity and assess the resistance capabilities. Free to poke our noses wheresoever we will, eh? I like the sound of that. You phrase it a different way, but whatever. Well, I already know the place inside and out. I can show you around if you'd like, Zemma. Great, let's get started. Ooh, a tour. I bet you think the resistance was mostly made up of Alamekid Highlanders like me, but the truth is that we don't even account for half. We've got the Hellsguard all the way over at the spine in here, and plenty of Seekers of the Sun like Nago. There's even some Beastmen, well, Beast Woman, I suppose, like the one over there. She's an Anata. They've been with us for a while now. The one of the smaller factions has. The rest won't have anything to do with us. We're no different than the Garleans. They keep to themselves, spending their time crafting. Anata make the most amazing jewelry, by the way. They use magics to twist metals and crystal into shapes you wouldn't believe. It's a pity people hardly ever go to see their work, but then most don't even know they exist. That's enough about them. Anyway, let us take a closer look to the statue of Ralgar, shall we? That guy? Dang, that's a big statue. I mean, I knew it was big, but seeing it like this... How come I have a feeling that Ralgar guy is going to be made into primal at some point? Someone's going to, like, worship him and give him crystals, and then we'll get a primal that looks like him and everything. Just like King Bogglebog. Oh wait, I think Ralgar was actually one of the gods who got to choose. Yeah. Pretty awe-inspiring, isn't it? The breaker of worlds who guided our ancestors to these lands all those centuries ago. Yada used to tell me the story on stormy nights. She wanted me to understand, to remember. At the end of the 5th astral era, when the waters rose higher and higher, people all across the Eorzea beseeched the heavens for a sign, and lo, a burning star appeared in the eastern sky and led the way to these mountains of Gyr, Albana. They who were saved by his grace pledged to honor and revere him, to devote themselves to great works without and within. A storm of blood approaches fast. Heck opens, heavens weep, for no one soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. The last part was inscripted on the stone by a monk of the Fist of Ralgar. Yada explained it to me. A day will come, bringing strife and sorrow that none may escape. Waste not the precious hours, but in quiet preparation make strong body and mind. I don't know if that storm of blood is finally upon us, but if it is, I have to believe that everything we've been through, everything that has led us to this point, will see us through to the end. Sorry, that was a bit melodramatic, wasn't it? Let us keep moving, shall we? On to the infirmary. Okay, there's no way they can stand up with their... Oh, I guess they're floating. Never mind. Continue on. The barber? This is the infirmary, as you can possibly tell. Here's where the resistance healers patch up the wounded and tend to the sick. No matter how carefully we planned our operations, casualties were inevitable. It is sad to think about it, but it is important to remember the cost, as Conrad would say. We should go. I'll show you the Azeroth Plaza next. Hey! Look who it is! I guess it makes sense, they're healers and this is the medbay, so they're probably inspecting the healing facilities. Just because I'm lazy. When you see one Aetheryte, you've seen them all, right? Not quite. This one's an older design dating back to decades when the Fist of Ralgar was still here. It may look a little different, but it works just as well as any other. I'll show you where the sutlers are next, but don't forget to attune to the Aetheryte before we go. I mean, what's the point of creating a different model if they all just work the same? Is it just purely aesthetic? Arms, armor, potions, you name it. These folks got it. The Resistance would be in a bad way without the brave merchants to keep it provisioned. If you're short of anything or you need something repaired, these are the people to speak to. Oh, Alphanaud and Eliseri are here. Why don't we see how they're getting on? What? Wait a minute. Oh. Oh, okay, yeah, sorry. I was like, don't I already have higher eye level? Why is this giving me better stats? I forgot it's for different classes. Whatever, I don't care. I can just get these. Why are you standing like that? You trying to flirt with me? Come to take the measure of our friendly neighborhood merchants? They're a bold lot. That much is plain. If the Imperials found out that they were peddling their wares to the Resistance, they would be lucky to escape with their lives. 'Tis a gamble I admire their courage, but their motive could hardly be said to be altruistic. Here you are. I've been looking all over for you. We finished discussing your proposal and we're ready to receive you all back at the tent. I've sent someone to fetch Isolta and Kryl if you'd like to follow me. Voice acted.
Thank you all for waiting.
Yes, it is.
We have reached a consensus. I, Conrad Kemp, do hereby accept the Eorzean Alliance's proposal. You must understand, however, that our cooperation comes with certain caveats.
Caveats?
Those caveats being...
I take no joy in this, just so you know. Were it within my power, I'd offer you more assistance. But the Resistance is far more fragmented than you realize. The men and women in my care belong to but one of many factions.
Oh, great. Here we go.
Simply put, I can only speak for the people of Rolga's Reach. Now, I have every intention of appealing to the others, and I expect many will agree. But it will take time, and I cannot guarantee universal support.
Understood. I shall see that the Alliance is under no misapprehensions as to your position.
Much obliged. But that's not the whole of it. As you can imagine, the loss of those who cast their lot with the Griffin left us short on numbers. Some of our most trusted veterans died at the Wall, and we've had to fill their posts with the young and inexperienced. Frankly, everything's in a right bloody mess.
Oh, we'd be more than happy to help you get back on your feet. If we're going to work together, we'll be doing ourselves a favor.
Well, there's no shortage of work to be done, that's for sure. We're in dire need of new blood, too.
Ishtola and I could lend a hand in the infirmary. From what I saw, they could do with a few more healers.
Very well. I, for my part, shall return to the Rising Stones. I'm certain there are others among the Scions who would welcome the opportunity to fight for Alamegan liberation.
Is there anything else we can do to help?
I had something else in mind for you lot. Monargo and Mefred will tell you more.
Understood. We won't let you down.
Right then, Monago and Mifrid will be our keepers. Knowing not of what they require, one task is as good as another. Make your choice then. What's this look like? Well, that's interesting. This reminds me a bit of Horizon Zero Dawn. That's a cowboy hat. What? Your Aether Compass can now be used to locate currents in new regions. I mean, it was already doing that, right? Oh, I leveled. Ding. Can't help but wonder if you remember who he is. I mean, do I only get one choice, or do I have to do both? At the risk of repeating myself, it's still hard to believe that we've met again here of all places. But I reckon you probably don't remember me after all this time, man. Oh, of course I remember you! Was this the guy who was injured? I'm impressed, given everything you went on to accomplish, you'd be forgiven for forgetting all about our time in Quarry Mill. Suffice to say, we didn't forget about you either, not the lives you saved. Oh, as for me, I went to Little Alhamigo with Galen. While Galen was recovering, Gundobald was my former commander and an old friend. I had a lot on my mind. So, this is the guy who asked us to help heal the one who became the fake Griffin. In the end, I decided to disband our unit. I told the men to live their lives as they saw fit. Some chose to remain in Alamigo, others went to Udal for work. But as you can see, I chose to come back to Gir Abania and join Conrad and the others. I kept busy since then, ferrying people and provisions across the border and back. It has not been easy, but it's been fulfilling. Today, however, we have been headed east into the peaks. Conrad thinks we might have luck finding new recruits in the village of Alganaha. Alganaha? If you're going there, you're taking me with you. That's right, you're from Alganaha, aren't you, Lise? By all means, we welcome the company. There will be more to it than just asking around, but we can talk about it on the way. Make your preparations and meet me at the tunnel to the peaks. Okay, so you have to do both, no matter what. Okay. What? Ningiki gauge? What the frick is a Ningiki gauge? Amount Ninkiki a ninja has. Accumulated Ninkiki explosive builds inside a ninja's body. When a certain weapon skills are performed, they can be used to execute special ninjutsu such as Hellfog, Medium, and Bahafasakafa. Okay. So, did I get a new ability that I'm unaware of? Oh, there. Deals fire damage with an intense potency to target, and all enemies nearby. Kiki gauge cost, chips and cast time. Okay. So, I don't know. Whatever, I'll think about it later, yay. Before we begin, I'd like to thank you and the Scions again for patching me up after I bled all over your floor. I owe you my life, and I won't forget that. Furthermore, it was rude of me to run off without saying a word. It's all well and good for me to claim my duties here at Quinnet Way, but a parting thank you was the very least you deserve. My apologies. And thank you. Now back to business. Commander Kemp's entrusted me with a formal reply to be hand-delivered to the Alliance leadership. It covers everything that we discussed, as well as detailing the disposition of our forces. What I need is an escort, 1 or 2 men at most, so we can make our way to the wall swiftly and without attracting undue attention. Very well, I shall join you in this. General Aldian commands the forces at Castrum Oriens. It should be simple enough to see it into his hands. Great, that's just what I wanted to hear. When you're ready to depart, meet me at the pass leading out to the Reach. Alright. So, okay, I think I have to do both. Nope. This tunnel will take us all the way to the peak. We're on a mission for Conrad Algana. Clear the barricade if you would. Aye, sir. Shouldn't take more than a moment. There's more villages there than out here. But also more Imperials keeping a close eye on things. We will need to tread carefully. Don't worry, I'm a ninja. Literally. Stealth. But the stealth is pretty much useless. You just go too slow. Whoa! I'm getting freaking Legend of Zelda vibes here, like Twilight Princess or something.
I remember the peaks of Girabania. Silent watchmen that would stand long after we were gone. We came seeking allies to join us in the fight against the Empire. People who had had enough. People who had suffered every possible indignity. Who had been treated like animals, day after day after day.
We have a glamour in place here too, as you may have noticed. So far as the Imperials are concerned, it is not more than a testament of a savage impulse of lesser races. Remember though, once we leave these ruins, we'll have no glamours to conceal us. The villages to the east keep watch for patrols as we move. I wish I could move faster. I mean, I get that I can't fly, but I wish they wouldn't, like, nerf my speed so much. Narrate an Imperial in sight, that's a mercy. All I'm gonna is due east past the bridge, follow me, it's not much further. Actually, I was gonna level Ninja, but I think I'm gonna get Black Mage to level 65 first. I think I'm gonna set 65 as the limit. When I reach 65, I'll switch to a different class. That way I can keep the experience pretty even. Leave me alone, you stupid grasshopper. You can rest easy, we made it. This is Ganha. It feels strange coming home like this. I always imagined it would be... Oh, sorry, that's nothing to do with why we're here. We need recruits. Aye, we do. But as I said back at the Reach, it's a little more complicated than that. Just asking for volunteers these days. As you know, we're shorthanded because of many of our people were taken in by the Griffin's promises and went to the wall, never to return. It wasn't just them, though. Folks from all over, including some of my former comrades, answered his call to arms. As for why we came to this particular village, it's rumored that Ganha lost a few youths as well. If that is the truth, if there is truth to that, then there could be others sympathetic to our cause. Then again, after the Griffin's betrayal, they may be suspicious of outsiders claiming allegiances to the Resistance, and rightfully so. So with that in mind, how are we supposed to convince them to join? I mean, I knew it wouldn't be as simple as giving a speech in the village square. Not if you didn't want to Not if you didn't want the place to be burned to the ground, no. You might as well piss in the Viceroy's eyes. We'll need to be on good deal more circumspect than that. You never know when an Imperial spy is listening. We must speak with the Elder first. I know for a fact he can be trusted. We'll listen to what he has to say and decide what to do after. Sounds like a plan. Let's hope there's still some brave men and women there willing to fight. The train in the village Elder is over by the shore. No time like the present. Let's have a word. An atheorite. Don't know you, traveler. You a merchant? You do not find much custom here. Do I look like a merchant? Greetings and well met, Elder, and sincerest apologies that I did not send word ahead of our arrival. Too long have I been away from Algana, and I would know of your recent troubles. Are you comrades of Murford? I see. Speak God, though I suspect I know your purpose. The Griffin came with many men and left with many more. Such is the rumor. Is that true? He lit a fire in their hearts and then dangled a dream before their tired eyes. And now you've come to steal away what few remain? The Griffin was a traitor and a madman, and we had no part in his schemes. We had made an agreement with the Alliance. This time, it will be different. This time, hold comfort to the dead and the ones they left behind. How much more must we give before you've had to fill? But surely you hate the Empire as much as we do. They took our lands, our traditions, even our God, and they demand a fifth of what little we've got left. I hate them with every fiber of my being. But hate's not enough, Murphy. We cannot keep doing this. I'll not tell anyone you came, but you need to go. Now leave us be and never return. You've got no right to speak to us like that. Uh-oh. I've got a quarry that was produced barely enough to keep us fed, and that was before half of our young men and women went off to die for your bloody cause. So yes, I've got every right to tell you to leave my village. No, you don't, because this is my village too, my home. What in the heck are you on about? Wait, I know those eyes. You're one of Purchase's girls. Lise Huxt. And I'm here. I'm here to take back my homeland. But Ralgar, the last time I saw you, I didn't even know you were still alive, and I never thought you'd come. I almost didn't. Me and my sister never will. Lots of others won't either. Oh crud, I clicked it. You even sound like him. As you say, I've got no right to tell you to leave Amigo as much as your home is mine. But I say to you again, we can give no more. Yes, I heard you the first time. Let's go. What's that? What's that? The last forest? Dust unleashed. That could have been handled better, but what's done is done. At least we've been granted permission to stay. I was hoping Raven might help us recruit some of these people, but that clearly isn't going to happen. If we were to convince any of them to join, we'll first need to regain their trust. It's risky, and it's hardly settled, but I say we approach the village directly and see what problems they've got. If we could do anything to help. Makes sense to me. Let's split up and ask around. One quest splits into many. You best keep your distance if you know what's good for you. Say your piece and move on. Looking for folks down on their luck. Congratulations, you found one. And as you can see, my leg ain't what it used to be. Some days I can hardly walk from pain. Mornings are the worst, especially after cold nights. Hard labor, right? Too much pain to trouble for others. There's a tea which helps with it, though. I need to grind a chapuli horn and a hornbill talon, or the blend. Yeah, you will get me some, just like that. You need to trouble yourself so. I need to face alcohol. What would you ask of me then? Get some water. 1 second. Okay. A stranger and a generous soul besides? Bollocks, there's nothing more suspicious than a good Samaritan. On the other hand, if you were an Imperial agent, I expect you'd do about your business with more discretion. Bugger me, if you really are here to help, aren't you? Very well, I'll take you up on your offer, stranger. My little brother's working the rocks by Brem and End. He's got something for me. Can you go get it? Right then. Frightened Korgol's his name. Ask him for leftovers. He ought to understand. Angro Koro and then Frightened Korgol. Not headed that way yet, so. Alright, I have ley line now. Oh, I figured it out. Oh. There we go. Switch so I get my mana back. I'm so used to WoW, like where you start casting, it'll dismount you automatically. It doesn't do that in this game. You need to manually dismount before you cast a spell. Why are even the butterflies aggressive? Humans spend so much time fighting with each other when even the butterflies are attacking them. What the? Aqua and Level 70. I'm gonna avoid that for now. Long time. Maybe over there or something. Right to incorporate it. What the? Oh, there's a fence. I couldn't see it. Here for leftovers, are you? Not like my brother sent someone in his stead, but so be it. It's all in the sacks over yonder. They're bleeding heavily, mind you, so be careful when you pick them up. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Unconscionably heavy sacks. Doesn't raise questions. Is it just... Hopefully it's just like meat or something. Like, preferably not people meat. You've been gone a while. What brings you back to Alagania? Oh, I never meant to. I mean, in times like these, you never think people will actually. The country's hard on people, but it's not just that. The Imperials, they made it known I'm not to be helped. A dead man's good for one lesson, you know, whereas a live one. You're with the Resistance, right? I suppose there's no reason not to tell you that. My father, God's rest his soul, was deathly sick at the time, so I had gone out into the forest, spear in hand, and gathered herbs, and then I had a good fortune to run in with an Imperial patrol. My weapon marked me as a rebel, so they said. Not that I'd have made it a difference if I had fought back. I knew what the lot of them were about the moment the Centurion lays eyes on me. It didn't matter in the end, of course. Some people just like to hunt others, and by the time I limped back to the hut, it was too late for my father. Too late for me too. I, and many others, I imagine, help them too if you like. They'll be grateful and say thank you, but beyond that, I wouldn't hope for much. A new face. Ah, you have my leftovers. Ah, well, I'll be. You actually went and brought the whole lot. Much obliged, much obliged. It's saltpeter for making fire sand, in case you're curious what it's all about. The rocks by the lakes got good deposits. It ain't hard for my brother to pass for any other pottling carryman all the while sweeping up bits and pieces off to the side, to bundle up and sell to the sutlers, which trade with the Resistance. It's a living and a way of fighting back besides, our way of spitting in the Garlean's eye for putting our father in an Imperial uniform and shipping him off to some faraway province 15 years ago. Don't know if he's dead or alive even. Though if he were alive, he'd not be long for this world if he were to be caught fighting for the Resistance. So this is the best we can do. That's the long and short of it. We do what we can, though we know it's not enough. I think you'll find that most folks here ain't much different. Everybody's got a reason, but in the end, the result is the same. I suppose I just wanted you to know is all that we know why you're here, and that even if we can't join you, we wish we could. $65. Next to get to 65 will be Samurai. Anyway. My girlfriend's hard at work at trying to win over the villagers of Alganaga. Ah, there you are, Zamroth. I've been trying to help the villagers deal with their food shortage of theirs. Recently, the Imperials have been swooping into villages unannounced and seizing supplies in order to prevent people from stockpiling, in case they might be in league with the Resistance. It's not much, but I've taught them a few tricks to better hide the little that they've got left. How's this getting on, by the way? You'd think people would be more inclined to trust a local girl, assuming they remember her methods. Oh, I didn't mean to. And where were you these past 20 years? Where were you when we were being ground under the Black Wolf spooked? On the other side of this wall, living the high life, I wager. That's not fair. Oh, and who's this? Another one of your freedom-loving friends? deigning to help us poor unfortunate souls, trying to whip us into a frenzy so that we storm the castrum with our pickaxes and shovels, leave all of you before you bring a cohort down on us all. And you, don't you dare speak like you're one of us. You can't even begin to understand what we've been through. You weren't here, Lise. You weren't here. This is my home, and I love it with all my heart. And if you truly have love for it too, you keep us out of your doomed rebellion. Eesh. A little harsh. He has a point. No matter what I say or do, it doesn't change the fact that I left them behind. But this isn't about me or anyone else. It's about Alamingo. Let's go and find Merfit. Looks like the Elder wasn't the only one unwilling to hear us out. Can't blame them, given what's happened at the wall. I thought I might be able to appeal to them as a fellow, but I don't know. But if anything, it just made them angry. I haven't lived through it like they have. I can't claim to know the struggles that like they do either, at least. I ran too, but if I hadn't, I never would have met Zemroth or the rest of you, and we might not be here today, in a position to make a difference. So, I don't regret my choices, nor will I apologize for them. There's more than one way to fight. Help! Someone! Anyone! We need help! I don't like the sound of that one bit. Come on. Wercha, the Tribunum, and the bloody Ratmen, darn it all. This tells me nothing. You there, take a deep breath and then tell us what happened. It was all business as usual. The Tribunum's due soon, and we were taking it to the Imperials when Queekrin attacked. They took my brother and our money. Took him where? Ruins to the south of here. It was an old temple before they came, and listen, Wacha is the only family I got left. If I lose him, The Ziggurat? The Ratman took him there? He's as good as dead. We've got to go after them. If there's even a chance her brother is still alive, we have to try. Cynical youth. You're right, Lise. We've got to help them. If not for the missing man, then for the Tribunal. The Garleans won't suffer excuses if they are late. The work is being held somewhere at the Ziggurat to the south, which has been taken over by a host of Quirin bandits. That about covers it then. Be prepared for a fight. They may not be the most challenging of foes, but there are sure to be a lot of them. A lot of dust in this area, apparently. I mean, same. Please, let me go. I'm begging you. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. They're just gonna push him off or something? Hear that? I think it came from the top of the ziggurat. What the frig? Who dares come into our man? To loot our man flesh. Ours to eat. Ours to eat. Okay, that sword is longer than my scabbard. We knew it would come to this. Kill them quick before they alert the others. Meat carrier, huh? That it? Hey. Oh, there's an aviary thing. Oops. Wrong side. Lucky this was there. What the freak? Oh. It's an elf, I guess. Whoa. Samurais do a lot of damage. Why, Ragnar, what did I ever do to deserve this? I've gone to bed hungry for months. I'm skin and bones. I hardly make a snack, much less a meal. Oh, you found him! Did he seriously not hear that entire battle thing? But are you here to rescue me? Your sister sent us. It's going to be alright. My sister? Oh, Ragnar be praised, she's safe. And you lot fought your way in here just for me? To think that there's still good and brave folk in this world. We should go before the Quirion return in force. Do you still have the Tribunum? Oh gosh, the Tribunum! The Imperials will be wondering where I am. I have to go. What, right now, in your condition? You don't understand. We were given a warning last month for being short. If we don't make it in time, there's no telling what would happen to me and my sister. Yeah, the Garleans are definitely doing this to help the people of the world, you can tell. Like how everyone loves them. I'm glad we saved him, but see him run off like that, I got a bad feeling about this. Listen, Zamroth, Murford, I think we need to go after Rakata. Wait, you had better not be thinking of stopping him. You heard what he said. If they don't pay one way, they'll pay another. I know that I do, and I don't want to interfere. I just want to see that he makes it there safe. If that's the sum of it, then fine. Let's head down and see where we can pick up this trail. Is it possible to fall off there without dying? I don't think so. Spoiled sack? Focus that you find nothing of interest. I'm in combat. Wait, what? I can click it again? I mean, is there just a bunch of them around or something? No, it's still there. Okay. Whatever. It's a person. Rotting vegetables. Chocobo feather. I find nothing interesting. Ooh, chocobo feather. It probably went this way. I'm guessing. In the dirt, you spy a chocobo feather. Any luck? A chocobo feather, is it? Aye, by my reckoning, it came from where Krata's bird. In which case, there's a collapsed bridge just around the bend. Hug the rocks and stick to the shadows. We'll find him soon enough. Okay. Blood grinder. Can you imagine if our bugs were that big? Ugh. Any minute now, I expect he'll come thundering around the bend and hear that? Get to cover quickly now. How do you expect we got ahead of him? It doesn't make any sense. We went straight from the feather to here. That means he was ahead of us. We didn't see him, and suddenly he's there.
Are they Imperials?
Huh.
Worse. Skulls. Listen, Lise. Whatever happens, stay hidden and do not intervene. Understood?
Yeah, she's not going to. He's gonna
You there!
intervene.
Halt! You know you shouldn't be here. Explain yourself.
Forgive me, sir. I came to deliver the tributum.
Oh, aye. A likely story. Only a fool would dare to come so late. Or, mayhap, a resistance spy.
No, you've got it all wrong. I was waylaid by bandits. It's not my fault.
I said halt!
Up! Frig was that?
Is this a joke? You don't seriously expect us to believe this is a fit? How stupid do you think we are?
It is, I swear, on my mother's life.
Jeez!
Spare us. You came late, you lied about bandits, and then you tried to cheat the Empire of its due.
Think you can kill them all? Including the ones watching from the tower? Even if you did, others would come for him and his family. You'd be condemning them all to a life of hard labor. Assuming they didn't just execute them, that is.
Yeesh, man.
But it isn't fair.
It's your bloody fault we're stuck out here patrolling this god's-forsaken wasteland. It's your fault I have to listen to people go on and on about how Alan Egans can't be trusted. I've worked and toiled harder than any man. I'm a citizen, goddammit! And what are you? A stupid, stubborn little dog who'd sooner bite the hand that feeds him and pine for the good old days.
Jeez, man.
That's enough! Lord Xenos is expecting our report.
I bet the poor bastard can't believe his luck. He gets to go home. We should do the same.
Yeah. Who that lady? I heard their commander was keen-eyed, but gods, that was a near thing. It tears me up inside to see our own kinsmen doing the bidding of the Viceroy. But they made their choice, and if it comes to it, I'll cut down every last one of them myself. Lurka is alive, and the tribunal's been paid. That's all that matters for now. For one would rather not wait around to see if the skulls decide to return. We'd best get back to Al Gahana and tell Rhaegar his man got the job done. There's a pylon. Northeast. Get up there. We owe you a debt. Oh! Almost missed that. Ah, crud! For all the good it did, we saw what happened when he met with the skulls, how they beat him half to death. We could have stopped them. I reckon you could. Mayford's warrior as is your comrade, and you're strong like your father. That much is plain. But I think Rhaegar you did not, because it would have ended with them. It would not have ended with them. The Wurtra and his sister would have been branded insurgents, if not the whole lot of us. Bones heal, scars fade, but the dead remain dead. We're alive, and that's more than can be said for only the gods know how many others. That's enough for you, is it? To put up with whatever they do to you, so long as you get to see another day? That's right. You grit your teeth and you learn to live with the pain. I admit, I was quick to judge you, police. And for that I apologize. I know you and yours mean well, I do, but I'm telling you, God's in the heavens as my witness. that we've got nothing left to give. We can't help. I understand. Thank you for your honesty. She may say it, but she doesn't mean it, nor would I expect her to. Her father was stubborn as an ox, too. If she sets on walking the same path, but I pray she won't follow it and won't follow it to the same end. Well, she took it better than I anticipated, which isn't saying much, I suppose. We should go and see if she's all right. Sorry about running off like that. Alamegans terrorize their own. I just can't accept it, you know? No matter what he thinks, they shouldn't have to put up with it day after day after day. I'm not completely naive, you know? I didn't expect them to storm a castrum with their pickaxes and shovel or whatever it was, but nor did I expect Wercha to just lie there in the dirt while they kicked him. I can't claim to know their pain. I barely remember this place or even my father's face. But I remember Yada's. I remember how scared she was when we ran, and that look in her eyes when she talked about home. Her home, but not mine, is it? There you are, Lise. I've been looking all over for you. Well, you found me. Got something else to say? Aye, that I do. I said some things to you before that I shouldn't have. 'Twasn't my place to do so, and I'm sorry. All that rubbish I spouted about how I loved my village. When one of ours was in need, I was cowering here with all the others. I didn't think to go after Wercha, but you did. Made me feel like the bloody hypocrite I am. If I truly cared for my people, I'd fight for them. So I will, if you'll have me. Congratulations, you got one person. You gonna join the resistance? When you put it like that, I suppose I am. But not just me, there are others I know who've been thinking about it for a while now. There's not many of us, and we're not hardened warriors like you lot, but your heart bleeds for Alamigo, that's good enough for me. You and yours are more than welcome at Rogar's Reach. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. I'll go and speak with the others and send word when we're ready. Okay, I got more than just one person. Still think it isn't your home? No, I was just thinking out loud. And with that, my friends, our mission is concluded. Let us return to the Reach. That seems like a good stopping point for now. So, oh wait, no, I should turn it in. After I turn it in, I'm gonna stop the stream for now. You might notice that my streams usually only go about 2 hours. I plan to start doing more once I get more of a following, because I'd be more invested and more interested in doing the videos and things like that. And, like, you know, the community was more active and I could talk to them. I have fun talking to other people. When it's just me just sitting here and talking to myself, it's not as fun for me. So when I start getting more people in the stream, especially people who actively participate, I'll start extending the length of the streams. First of all, allow me to commend you both on the job well done. Though nothing went according to plan, we nevertheless managed to attract some new recruits. And it was your passion that convinced and conviction that moved them to join. Thank you. No, thank you for giving me an opportunity to find out what our people have been through these past 20 years. It's been humbling. And troubling too. I've heard about the skulls, but that was the first time I'd seen them in the flesh. You know, you say they're the same as any other Imperial soldiers, and maybe that's how I'd have to think of them myself if our paths ever crossed in the battlefield, but when not if. That day will come, so you can't afford to hesitate when it does. Young, old, conscript citizen, Valerian, Alamigan, none of that matters. They've all got their reasons, but they're no better than yours, especially when they're bearing down on you blade in hand. Saying that, I don't want to kill them any more than you do. If I could convince them to lay down their arms, I would. Sadly, I've never been much of a talker myself, but who knows, maybe you could be one of these. Your father certainly was. Right then, I best begin preparing for the new recruits. Zemroth, please, it's been a pleasure. Why does it automatically show us out of armor? Okay, I guess. Alright, so I'm gonna stop for now. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow. So my plan, at least for now, is I'm going to stream every day starting at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and take Mondays and Tuesdays off. That's my plan for now. I might stream at other times, but during those times is when I'm going to be doing at least this series, the Final Fantasy 14 first time through series. I'll be doing that during those times. I might come on at other times to do other things like Pokemon Unite or other games I might play, but if you're tuning in specifically for this series, that's when you would look for me. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.